Bitcoin briefly regains 69K while traders regurgitate price predictions north of 90K for June. Truth or FUD? Let's check the data. Bitcoin crypto morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse in the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the winds play. Oh, the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has dropped to 74 from yesterday's 75. Bitcoin dominance is 52.5%. 24-hour volume is 68 billion. The overall market cap 2.57 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, I guess Bitcoin didn't get the memo that it was supposed to pump last night after finding a bottom in a bounce Friday morning at 66.6. Price action had a rally for ants peaking out at 69.5, and then market narcolepsy ensued as price action barely moved all weekend long to a time of production. 68.5, placing us slightly above all three moving averages, smack dab on the 50-yard line of our channel of eternal monotony and at the topish range of our new channel of ascension. Now this is where things on the noisy little so-and-so get a little dicey. Because as we said last week, we didn't want to consolidate at the level where we just consolidated, as it would build out the right shoulder of old Mr. Clean's head and shoulders pattern, and the price probability of this pattern could play out to 63.2 years. But there is a bullish caveat, with the right shoulder being higher than the left. The probability of this playing out drops considerably, so some key bounces I'd like to see. If, and I say if, we see some downward pressure would be first at 67.3, which is the 78.6% fib, and then of course our channel of eternal monotony support level down at 66.2. Failing a bounce from there, we'll likely see the pattern play out. Now over on the ding-dong, you can see we're testing the support level of our channel of eternal monotony, our last channel before price discovery. We got to hold this level or we'll fall back into our old channel, and then the perils of said channel will come back into play. Is that a dad alert on a Monday morning? Yes, it is. Whoa, a bullish data alert. Haven't had one of these since way back in February. It seems the 20 moving average has crossed back bullish over the 50 moving average. Not quite a textbook golden cross, but it's a bullish signal nonetheless. Last time she crossed bullish over the 50 was way back in February, where we proceeded to carve out a 52% pump, taking us to our current all-time high. Where would a 52% pump take us from here? Well, that would be way up at 104K-ish. Shatner. Quick look at the Wookiee. Says we did close the candle green, but not before carving out this mild shooting star candle, which tells us that the bears came in heavy and we could see continued bearish pressure moving into this week. But alas, we are in this toppish range of our channel, and we did close above this channel of descension, which is hella bullish and could be the breakout we've been waiting for. Key levels to keep our papers on this week is Siggity 7K. This would put us back into a channel of descension and put the brakes on the breakout. What I'd like to see for this week is to close our channel of eternal monotony's resistance level up and above Siggity 9.3. That would be the most bullish signal, as it would also carve out our third green candle in a row. And if you can believe it, we haven't seen 3 green weekly candles in a row since way back in January. And that, my friends, would be bullish. It would officially be a trend, and it may be the beginning of our next leg. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth, a day none of us are guaranteed. Yeah, we're lucky enough to have anyway, so get out there, knock 'em dead, and remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee, join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. I'll run the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, cha-cha-cha-cha. Market narcolepsy on a Monday morning, Memorial Day holiday in the States. For some reason, the video didn't click onto the screen. One of those 1 in 100 things that can go wrong on a live stream. It's just supposed to automatically go to the next scene. However, I had to actually manually click it to get on the video. Will we see any action today as Memorial Day weekend for the States? The TARDFI markets, well, they're closed. They're not going to be open this week. Does that mean the BlackRock execs will not be flying in with their helicopters from their cabins to make some insider trades, to move the market, to manipulate it, the way the big 5 do? I was thinking that while I was wondering about market manipulation, I always cycle back into market manipulation, how it works. Is it something? Does it exist? And what I have come up with. So before, when I traded currency, I had a different pyramid of manipulation, and it was the big 5, let's just call it the big hedge funds, the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, etc., 5 of them. They are insiders and they have buddies. And so when they were going to make a trade, in order to make that trade profitable, they are going to tell their buddies that this is what we're going to do on Monday. Maybe you should do it with us, or maybe on Tuesday, but this is what we're doing. And then they all would say, yeah, well, okay, well, that's what we'll do too. And the reason why I say that is because I have friends who are financial advisors for banks. Now, I use that term very loosely, financial advisors for banks, but however, that's what it is. And they, in fact, get that on Monday morning. Let's just say Monday, it could be any day. They get a memo, and these are the assets that we are going to be heavily pushing.
And if you could go ahead and heavily push it to your clients, that'd be great. Thanks. And this is what they do. It's not like they sit there and look at charts and do research on the back end of companies and get together and say, oh, this is, I've done a lot of research on this company. And yeah, I think it's going to move. So yeah, I'm just going to put that out there that this is a good company to invest in. They don't get that. They don't do any of that work. They just get a memo to say that this is what we're doing. So back to the pyramid of manipulation. These insiders make these trades, and then from those trades, the robot quant bots come in with their algorithms, their if this then. So if they see the price rise a certain percentage, if this then that. So they will put in their longs as well to follow these high frequency robot quant bots when they get the percentage that they need to engage their buy algo. That becomes its own fulfilling prophecy, where these robot quant bots will do this, if this then if this then, and then as soon as the upside starts to slow down, or if there's a pullback from said massive investors and hedge funds, then the opposite of the robot quant bots kick in, the if then that. If pullback is 38.2%, a little bit below it, let's call it 40%, then we'll put in the sell algos. And then that happens, and that's what you see in a range. When you see in a range like this, it's the humble opinion of this piano, that these are robot quant bots just selling their algos up and down, if this then that. If we bounce off from support, then put the sell in. If we bounce from resistance, put the buy in. If we bounce from resistance, put the sell in. And this is where we see these ranging. Basically, since we've been ranging, I don't know, for 2 or 3 months now, in a channel of monotony. Let's take a look at it. So on the 4-hour chart, this is what we're going to move these arrows actually, because what was once a baby Head and Shoulders, can I make this bigger anymore? Or is it stuck? Yeah, it looks like it's stuck. Well, let's get rid of it. Get rid of these arrows for now. Make some new ones. So there's the head, there's the right shoulder. Now, this isn't a textbook Head and Shoulders pattern, because what we'd like to see, a higher probability of a Head and Shoulders pattern to play out would be the right shoulder, this one here, being lower than the left. So you would have a price come up here, spike a little, come down, and then when it comes up, it doesn't meet the left shoulder, but it's still a Head and Shoulders nonetheless. I'm just saying, with a right shoulder being higher than the left, it's the probability of this playing out is a little bit lower than if the right shoulder was lower, because the right shoulder being lower would be signaling to us that we have lower highs. In this case, we do have higher highs, so it's a slightly bullish trend, if it were. So it takes the probability of this playing down all the way to, what is it, 63.2. This is where she plays out, 60. Oh, it's still doing an arrow. 63.2 is where this old-fashioned Head and Shoulders pattern plays out. Now, in order to get past it, we would have to go through the 78.6% fib at 67.3. Look for a bounce there. Failing a bounce. Randy Hepper, Misting Crypto. Thanks for tuning in with the Duke emoji. If we bounce over 76.3, we don't get the bounce, then we'll likely retest. As you can see here, look at all this action on this support line down at our channel of Eternal Monotony, support 66.2. That is where I would be looking for a bounce for continued downward pressure. Now, anything could happen today. It's the Memorial Day. There's not a lot of action. But hey, this is why we're in crypto, because there's always a little bit of action. But I do find, since the ETFs kind of took control of this institutional bull run, if they're not doing any action, aka they're in the Hamptons and their helicopter won't fly in to make the trades, and God forbid they do it on their laptop, like the 30 retail traders on their laptops, yeah, we might not see any action all day. This may range probably I would say that 69.4 and 68.3, $1,000 range for 24 hours. Geez, I don't know if many people can handle that. Without the thing about the crypto industry and Bitcoiners is that at the heart of character is a degen. There's a degen in there. There's an extreme personality behind any Bitcoiner. It's what drew us here. It's what kept us here, and it's what keeps us here through the crypto winter that can get as cold as hell sometimes. But if you don't have that extreme character, extreme personality, you're not going to make it. That's why I always say, you know, there's been some guys at the squash club that I've been really interested in getting in, and I can tell by their questions that they're just not going to make it. Their time horizon is very high. They're like, well, how high can it get? How much can I make in like in 6 months? And as soon as I hear that, I'm like, nah, probably nothing. You know, and if your time horizon is 6 months, I'd go to the casino maybe. Then you can like find out how much money you can make in 1 second. And maybe that's what it will be. David Sona Music, we will always support your channel, pianomattyb. Thank you, David Sona Music. 43 out of 100 likes. Hello, smash the like, Wick's wife says. Wick's wife, Wick and Wick's wife, they remind me of, and don't take this the wrong way, you know the Muppets, the old guys in the Muppets that make fun of everything? I don't know how old this couple is. They could be young, they could be old, I don't know. They've never told me, but I find their spirit during the piano streams. They're like two comedians throwing out these little daggers of wit. I catch them, every now and then. If you see me chuckle, it's usually because of one of Wick or Wick's wife's. Are they beside each other? Are they sitting on a couch? Are they in separate rooms? Like most married people, they'd be in separate rooms. Andre P. Maddie, I found you a piano bar down here in Florida. Give me the details. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. I think we're streaming on Twitter today. I've tried it because, as you know, I'd like to get out of YouTube eventually. It's just streaming there. I have a small channel on Twitter, or a small following. So if you're not on Twitter, go find my Twitter and subscribe, because in the off chance that something happens in YouTube, as we saw like on Thursday, that Thursday video got smashed right off the get-go. It opened up with 40 viewers, and then the next thing it got squashed, and it had 8, even though it had 40 likes. So YouTube does play some funny tricks if they don't like what you're talking about. So if you are on Twitter, go check out my Twitter. The video is there as well. And if something ever happens here, that's where I'll end up going. Maybe Rumble. I don't know. It's weird because in Canada, we have it a lot worse. We live in a borderline communist country up here. Things are getting, the walls are closing in slowly. If you do go to Twitter and you see the video, share it and at Max Kaiser, because I would like to move the piano bar and the family down to El Salvador. That would be probably a better place than behind the maple curtain, Tim. Back to these charts here. That is the 4-hour chart. She's a noisy little so-and-so. So you can, what happens in the 4-hour chart is really insignificant. It's just there's more candles to look at the price movement. But when you zoom out, which is what we have to do in these times of crab walking snail action in this consolidatrix. In the daily chart, you can see we did break out of this channel of descension, which is what we normally do. The breakout down from a channel of descension is not as common probability-wise, and we are retesting our support. Where is that? 68.2 is where we would bounce to find the support on this ding-dong. Now, this is the last channel of eternal monotony. Once we're up here, once we crack 73K again, we are officially back into price discovery where anything goes. And what did I say on the oh yes, it's not really a golden cross. Usually a golden cross is like a 50 going over the 200. In this case, it's the 20 going over the 50. It's still a smaller time moving average going over larger time moving average, but generally it's the 200 over the 50. But what happened the last time? Oh, we're out of the frame here. There we go. This is the last time. We'll give it a little old-fashioned circle here. This is the last time the 20 moved over, crossed bullish over the 50. And we saw a 52% pumperoonie up to our all-time high at the time. We forget about that because we've been channeling just as long. Oh my God, here's Duck Duck with the slick back hair. Look at this. Steve says, let's put your tootsies down, buddy.
I want to sit like
No, you can't. Remember, you're going to knock something over and the whole stream goes falling down. Steve says, wow, the sound is much more clear on the X stream. I wonder if that's true, or maybe it's just, let me know. Let me know. That's interesting, is that there would be better sound. You can hear that sweet reverb. Well, my boy, seeing as though we're at our wits' end here with YouTube, who cares about this monetization? Let's just play whatever we want here. We'll demonetize the stream, and we'll play a song for the good folks tuning in on this Memorial Day weekend. What do you feel? Do you have something on your cheek there? Well, that's a beauty mark. I didn't know that. I should have known. What is on your forehead here? Is that what is that?
what?
Oh, you put product in your hair. You got some old-fashioned mousse or something in there. Looks very slick. I like it. There you go. Yeah, the bangs out of your hair. You can see your handsome face. Yeah, let's go there. Okay, now I know that the piano isn't on, so let's turn it on. Whoa! So, what would you like to play today, Duke? What is this? Very nice. Duke, what haven't we heard in a long time that people would like to hear, do you think? Maybe, how about a quick round of Piano Man? Just, we'll do a piano bar version of it. Quick in and out skis.
Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his Telekin gents. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes. What's that sweet, but I know it complete when I want another man to close. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for melody. You got us feeling alright.
Oh, nice. You know what I like about that? You took the art of piano barring one step further and you got rid of the bridge. The oh la da da dee dee da. You just got rid of it because you know what? Who cares about that part? Just get to the action, get to the chorus. Now, speaking of choruses, Memory Man says, best rendition I've ever heard, Duke. What do you say to that compliment?
Thanks, appreciate the kudos.
Yeah, there we go. All right, well, let's do one more on this Memorial Day weekend. What should we do? Do you remember I Love My Mommy and Daddy? The song you sang on the Pianimals album when you were 4 years old?
No.
Give it a shot. You always say no. Let's try it. I'll help you out if you forget a chord.
My mommy and daddy was home my little heart.
My little heart.
You're the best mommy and daddy that I could ever want. I love my mommy and daddy every single day. feel the same way. You tuck me into bed and you read me a book. You make my tummy happy with the food that you cook. You sing me lullabies with the hugs and your best. And I get upset.
You wiping away my
You wipe away my tears when you tickle me pink. You always let me know when I'm weeping a mess. You plop me in the bath when my little feet stink. Sometimes I cry.
And sometimes I think.
I love my mommy and daddy with all my little heart.
My little heart.
Uh-huh.
You're the best mommy and daddy.
Daddy I could ever want. I love my mommy and daddy every single day. When I'm big and all grown up, I still feel the same way.
Oh, I like it. You know, you're getting really good at the old deception chord at the end. You always know which one to do. All right. Let's see. Yes, Wix, I meant that as the utmost compliment. You guys are funny on the stream. Always make me chuckle. Let's see what we should do here. Are you bullish or bearish?
Bullish.
Of course, bullish.
Actually, no, Beres.
Oh, come on.
It's 6-8.
We're in a bull run, 68.8. Yeah, you know how high that is?
No.
We are at like 24K 4 months ago or 5 months ago. That's how much it switched. Are people excited that it's at 68.8? Not really. They're like, more, give me more. I hear you. I feel you. Let's do one more song. What did we? Oh, let's do a Dancing in the Moonlight for good old Dave Digital. Hold on a second, Duke. We just got a super chat from Wick. Don't move that. Look, it's already. He said, just imagine if Duke practiced, he'd be at Carnegie Hall. Do you practice enough, Duke? That's a good question. Do you feel you practice enough? You do? How much do you practice a day?
5 minutes.
I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
We're going to double it to 10 minutes today.
No.
All right. Let's, he does 10 minutes a day, Wick. That's it. But it's every day. Hold on. We go to that F sharp dominant seventh.
We get it almost every night. When the moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural world of light. And everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is warm and bright. It's a super fun natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Perfect. Nice. You got a little bit of itch there. Duke has had some run-ins with wood ticks. Those aren't nice, are they? You know, this is all. Remember Duke and Daddy? We used to do that live stream when you were 4 years old. This is kind of like what this is turning into. Okay, boys, sing us out here. Whoa, we almost lost the mic, which would break down the TV, which would bring down the other TV, which would break down the light, then the camera, and then the camera stand, then the other light. But you didn't. Let's go. Sing us out, my good boy.
We're playing the same game as our psychopathic collected elites. That's right, it's a long game. So zoom out, long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. banky boom the spank. We're going to do morning tea.
Nice job, buddy. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, Talented Tootsies takes the reverb off as he exits. You'd think with the remodel, the studio would be a little stronger. Well, it wasn't a remodel, actually, Squeaky McGee. The only thing we got out of that was a couple walls of gyprock. They didn't even finish it. That's what it's like up here. The reason why everything's so... What's going on here? Sounds a little different here. The reason why everything's on, like everything can fall apart is that the camera angle over here, the iPhone 6S that films this this production, it's a depth thing so that everything works, right? So I have markers on the floor where the mic has to be here and the piano has to be set up here and this TV has to be out of range. So they're all on this weird geometrical depth thing. So once the mic's there, I can't really move it around because God forbid it knocks something, then the whole thing falls apart. So that's why the mic, like one little thing, and it also has to be out of the frame in order for it to be this far in. And if you just go one little thing, it falls over. And it's right beside a monitor. And that monitor is very flimsy because it's just the way it is. I've never fixed it because as soon as I go to fix it, I might move something. So the more consistent everything is, no matter how much of a deck of house of cards it is, the better it is for my own sanity. 8:32, which means Randy Hipper is going to be going live in about 15 minutes. So if you haven't subbed to her channel, check her out in 15 minutes. With she delivers the Zesty News Monday to Friday. Bobby Friedman is recently moved down to Florida. Find us a piano bar, Bobby, so we can move the show down there. Get out of Canada. Get out of Canada. That'll be bull market goals. The top of the bull market. That's what everyone will be. I'm moving to El Salvador. I'm moving to Florida. That's what everyone will be saying, including, is it 69.4? No, 68.7. I looked at the wrong thing. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoy your day off if that's what's happening on your Memorial Day weekend. All the best. Let's watch these charts. Head over to Randy Hipper.
Make sure you like and subscribe.